Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Spiritual Dowsey. I'm Dowsey LeMay. I hope all you beautiful creators out there are doing great wherever you are in the world. Now, I know a lot of you are having a difficult time at this now moment. Just want to let you know that I'm sending you a big virtual hug of love and light, and I hope that helps you as you go forward in your life. So today we're doing the energy update for September 2021. I hope it resonates with you, and if it doesn't, like I always say, please use your own discernment, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. These just happen to be my truths and my experiences. They don't have to be yours. Also, I just want to let you know my new book is out, Becoming the Creator, A Practical Guide to Spirituality and Connection. This happens to be the 188 pages, which is basically the culmination of the last 40 years of my life and the spiritual guidance I received as I went in my spiritual journey to find more peace, love, and joy in my life by becoming the creator and connecting with what I truly am, a beloved aspect of Source. And hopefully this book resonates with you and you can find your own peace and love and joy through the practical step-by-step guide that I have outlined in this book. If it resonates with you, by all means, go on most retailers, online retailers such as Amazon or Barnes & Nobles, and you'll find this on paperback or in digital format. And if that does compel you and you do buy it, thank you for your love and support. All right, so let's talk about September. September is going to be a wild month. I'm not going to deny that, and it's pretty much just like the rest of this year has been. It's going to be a very intense and wild month. The numerology for this month is around a 9. 9 is typically around completion. It's around endings, around tying things up. It's about taking the cycles and the things we learn through 1 through 8 and finalizing them and completing them and taking the lessons and being able to share them in some fashion. The thing I'm going to warn a lot of you guys about is because we're dealing with the changing momentum of the year of the 5. I want you to keep this in mind. We are probably going to have to deal with a lot of completion, tying things up, removing attachments, whatever it is, endings through forced change. A lot of you guys don't do well with change, and this aspect, the energy around this in this month is going to be like that. It's going to be a very difficult month. You're going to end up having to change, bring things to an end, or force completion through catalytic changing events in your life. Nobody likes to hear that, so expect a lot of tower moments in some fashion for you to get to where you want to go, right? For you to experience this joy, peace, and love and the things that you desire, the state of being in which you are looking for, you're going to have to shift things out internally within you. And through the changing environments and experiences that you have, it's going to force that change upon you. Now, I want you to think about two different energies that are adding to this. One is the sun energy. There's a lot of activity happening in the sun. There's a lot of these coronal mass injections. There's light that's coming from the sun, and this energy is going to hit the planet, and that is going to affect everything on this planet, including you. You're an energetic being. And so this high vibrational energy that's coming from the sun and that we are part of, it's going to force out a lot of these things that we're holding on to. And so the high vibrational energy forces out low densities, and that low densities comes out into the reality to be integrated. So through that aspect, understand that you are going to experience a lot of the densities that are within you being forced out, manifested into reality to complete, to be integrated through these changing catalytic experiences that are happening in your reality. That's not going to be easy. And I want you to think about that aspect and then the idea of rainbow energy. Rainbow energy is typically when something is completed and we have healing, right? We have love, we have unity, that kind of stuff. That doesn't happen unless you go through what? A storm. So this proverbial shitstorm that a lot of us are going to experience, it's going to help us become whole and complete. But the problem is you can't get there unless you're willing to look at yourself. If you are willing to work on yourself, as you are willing to keep your awareness up and to honor yourself and all those kind of things that I talk about in my videos, you'll get this rainbow energy. You'll get this rainbow energy at the end of this. The universe right now is like testing. It is like all about testing, testing, testing. So for you to be complete, for you to have wholeness, you are going to be tested, because it's almost like you're saying, I want more peace, love, and balance in my life. I want this state of being in my life. And the universe says, sure, you want that? It's time to see whether or not that's true for you. And boom, you're going to be tested for that. It's like going through a whole class. You'll be learning all the things, and now the teacher finally delivers the final thing, which is a test to see whether or not you're going to pass it. That, to me, is what this energy is about this month. Through forced change, through forced testing via the universe, forcing out the densities that is coming out, you are going to determine whether or not you're going to complete something, end something, tie this up so that you can move forward in more of a peaceful, balanced, loving approach. Otherwise, you're right back in it, relearning that lesson in a more intense manner for you to complete. All right? So the problem is, for a lot of us as you go through this month, is that many of you don't like conflict. Many of you don't like to be confronted with the catalytic energies that have been within you. You aren't willing to face the densities, the darkness, the shadows, the ugliness that is inside you. You do whatever you can to avoid it. I want you to be truly honest with yourself. How many of you guys feel things but you don't look at them, right? You avoid conflict like it's the plague. And what happens is that through that process, all you do is just kick the can down the road, and it becomes a bigger issue, and you manifest these more intense experiences. And it's now is a time for you to end that. You have that catalytic ending in wholeness energy, and it's being forced out. You have the opportunity to really close things out so you can move towards this rainbow energy, so you can pass the test and move forward with more peace, love, and abundance. The problem is that your burdens, your physical burdens, your mental burdens, your emotional burdens that you have tied around yourself is stopping you from seeing a lot of this new energy. It's stopping you from seeing, like, literally what I can tell you is, like, there is this new you. There is a new energy. There's so much prosperity and abundance, and it's literally right around the corner. You just need to take this one step to get around the corner to see it all. The problem is you aren't willing to see it. You don't want to see it. You have this conflict, and you're becoming extremely emotional about it, and you won't look at it. That's what's stopping you from getting this energy, right? The wholeness, this completion, this love for yourself. It wants to be done. It wants to be completed. It wants to move forward. But it's you who's getting in your own way. You won't look at it. You won't deal with the conflict. You won't honor what's coming up through these catalytic, intense conflicts that are happening, that's going to happen in this month, especially out in the collective. The collective is going to mirror back so much of this. I want you to think what's already transpired so far, the things that are happening geopolitically, especially what's happening with Afghanistan, what's happening geopolitically, what's happening in Texas, all sorts of stuff. It is a relentless energy that's right now pushing upon you to say, are you done? Are you ready to move on? Here's your test. But it's you that's getting in the way. And it's really important for you guys to stop and honor those things and to face the fears, to face your demons, to face the densities, the darkness within you, so you can pass these tests and take that step around the corner and find this love, this abundance, this prosperity, these new beginnings that's all right there. Many of you are like this wishy-washy emotional person that doesn't want to look at their conflicts, that doesn't want to see their stuff. That isn't the power we need. That isn't what the energy we need. We need you to be courageous. We need you to be strong. We need you to be brave, to find that sovereignty within you, to heal, to move forward in a more peace, loving, and balanced way. That adds to the collective, right? That adds to the total vibration of the planet, and that can shift so much more. All right. The other aspect to this is that many of you guys are going to start to falter in your hopes, in your dreams. You're going to lose sight of what was really important because the distractions of which are mirroring back the things you don't want, the distractions that are showing massive conflict within you internally, mentally, emotionally, even physically, That kind of stuff is gonna kind of keep you short-sighted, myopic. I want you to remember that, as I said in the beginning of the year, it's going to be really, really important to keep your goals and the desires of what you want at the forefront. This month, it's going to be really, really important that you reconnect with those goals, because you could lose yourself in the distractions. You can lose hope. You can lose your peace of mind. You can lose a lot of that vibrational state of being, and really drop your vibration down and become a match for a lot of the chaotic separation, fear, anxiety type of experiences that could be out there. So it's important this month, really, really important, that you keep in mind the goals, you keep in mind the things that are really important for you, so that you can keep your vibration high, so that you can become vibrant, resilient, right? Resilient in the energies that's coming about, and to re-tap into those dreams and those hopes, so that that you can work. So that gives you that power, that gives you that strength and that energy to work through these conflict things that are coming up. All right, don't lose hope. It's there. It's right around the corner. Problem is that you guys are blocking a lot of yourself. So hopefully that makes sense. That rambling makes a lot of sense. In addition, I want you to keep in mind that a big tool I think would be really helpful, if you haven't started, is that you guys do a meditation. You guys work on getting a meditative practice in your reality, especially during these times when things are coming up. Things are very intense. They could be relentless. It's always a great way just to kind of say, time out. I need to recalibrate. I need to reconnect with my body. I need to connect with my emotions. I need to connect with myself mentally, physically, all those things. That really helps you ground. That helps you bring that peace and recalibrate your energy. And that could give you some clarity of what's happening in your life, and to reconnect with your goals in that same space, so that you can find a little bit more peace and joy and love in your life as you move through this month. This month is going to be a difficult one, right? A lot of changes going along. These changes are going to force completions. And if you aren't willing to look at your blocks, if you aren't willing to move forward, you're going to be stopping yourself from seeing the rainbow energy. You're going to be stopping yourself from walking around the corner to find all this prosperity and all this joy and abundance. It's the universe is trying to help you. It's testing you, and it's time for you to graduate and move forward, right? This is a difficult month. Just like last month, this one's going to be a difficult month too. So hopefully that helps you. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me. I love you. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.